Purchase your tracks today.
I am Adoyin Adetutu, and I am your personal teacher. I will be taking you on the subject biology, and the topic is living things and non-living things. What are living things? Living things are things, objects that possess life or that have life in them. They are also called animate objects. While non-living things are things that do not have life in them, so they are called inanimate objects. What are the characteristics of living things? When we say characteristics, we mean attributes or features that are peculiar to the animate object. They are called Mr. Niger DCA. Mr. Niger DCA. The M there is movement. All living things move from one point to another or from one place to another. Although the movement is not visible in plants, but it is very much visible in animals. The R there is the reproduction. All living things reproduce. Reproduction is the process of giving rise or giving birth to an offspring that looks like the parent. The N there is nutrition. All living things eat. They eat, they feed themselves. The I there is irritability. All animate objects respond to stimulus. The G there is growth. All living things grow in height and also in weight. The E there is excretion. All living things excrete. They pass out their waste product either as liquid or as solid. The R there is respiration. All living things respire. They breathe in air and they also breathe out air. The C there is competition. All living things compete for the survival of the fittest. The A there is adaptability. All animate objects adapt to every or any environment or weather condition that they find themselves. And lastly, we have D, which is the death. All animate objects dies after spending their lifespan. Thank you very much.
Omolara Ajadi. I'm a personal teacher. I'm here to take you the differences between living things and non-living things under the topic of living things and non-living things. We have come across of living things in our daily activity. Living things are those things that exhibit the characteristic of life, like movement, respirating, reproduction, and respond to stimuli. Examples of living things are human beings, plants, and microorganisms. While non-living things are those things that cannot exhibit characteristic of movement of life. Why they can move, they can respirate, and they can respond to stimuli. Example of non-living things are stone, automobile, movement, building, and so on. So I would like to stop here. While the next teacher will take you on plant cell. Thank you.
My name is Amaefuna. I am your personal teacher and I'm here to teach you the subtopic plant cell under the topic living things and non-living things. So what is plant cell? Plant cell is the eukaryotic cell that have a certain nucleus and a certain organelles that do different functions. This is the diagram of the plant cell. I draw this so that you guys will see for yourself. Then in here we have the ribosome, we have the Golgi vesicles, we have the smooth endoplastic reticulum, we have the nucleus, we have the rough endoplastic reticulum and others, but I'm going to select one or two things here. That is the cell wall. Look at the cell wall here. So we say it gives shape to the plant cell. You can see that this is the shape. So it gives a shape to the plant cell. Then we have chloroplast. Chloroplast. Look at the chloroplast here. You can see that. And it houses chlorophyll, which is used by plants to photosynthesis. Then we have the mitochondrium. You can see that. And it's the powerhouse of the plant cell. So from this diagram, you will see the full whole diagram. You see the things about plants. Thank you.
Okay, students, now we've come to the end of the topic, and I believe you've been able to learn one or two things from what your personal teachers have said about living things and non-living things. I hope by now you now know the definition of living things and non-living things, and you also know the synonyms of living things to be animate objects and the synonyms of non-living things to be inanimate objects. And I hope by now you can differentiate between living things and non-living things, and also tell us some of the features which you can see in plant cell. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Purchase your tracks today.